Happy Thanksgiving again. I'm Dharma, and this reading is called The Way. This is a Viking vulva reading where we use Viking symbols and runes and some of the old ways to do a little bit of divination, but we're also using this as a way to learn the runes so that I can use some of the rune stones that I have. This show is typically on the extended membership channel called Tribe Spirit. All of that is in the box below. But it's Thanksgiving and there's a lot of people who haven't seen this show yet, and I thought maybe we'll, in light of holiday spirit, I'll show you what we do over there, and if you like it, you can join us. All right? So absolutely nobody knows that we're here. Hello! But let's go ahead and get started. I used the Viking Oracle first. Guides and angels from our tribe. Tell us something good. So the way is, we talk about, that's so funny because on the moons this morning I was talking about stop trying to force the way. Well, here it is. Give us some guidance. Show us the way, please. Breakfast was fabulous. I made a sausage egg cheese casserole. And they ate half of that, and the deviled eggs are almost gone, and the charcuterie board is gone. It's only noon, okay? So, good morning. The moons are live for everyone today, Estelle. I made it, it's Thanksgiving, and I'm grateful for all of you, so I made all of this live for everyone today. Raid-ho! This is your big R. Big R rune. Let's see what it says. What number is it? Oh, it's 5. Your joys. Wow, I can't read. Raid-ho. Your joys are signposts to your purpose and destiny. The journey is as important as the destination. Focus on the now rather than the burdens of the past or the unrealized future. Stretch, aim for new horizons, and work with the rhythms of life and not against them. Did you hear that? The way. They literally just spelled it out for us. The way is to follow your joy, to follow your bliss, the things that make you happy, because the experience is not the destination, but also the journey to get there. Raid-ho. So when we see raid-ho, we need to remember, it's kind of like if you get up every morning and hate your fucking job, why are you going to do that? Because even if it pays the bills, if it's not bringing you back the joy that you think that it should be bringing back to you, then you might potentially be on a side path, not the main path. So really consider what it is that makes you tick, that makes you think and feel, and that's the way that you should be going. Because when you're working within the flow, there really isn't any resistance. It's kind of like, you know how an artist will be painting and they'll be painting a picture for somebody else and they're just not feeling it? It's like they can't paint, or it doesn't come out right, or it just looks weird, or you become overly analytical and critical of your own work. Because I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit, right? But then you get home and you get out your paints or whatever and you create your own thing and it brings you all of the joy and bliss. And so that might be, you know, for someone there, that might be a call to, instead of doing commission work, sell your own work, right? Because you're not going to find any joy. That's not the way. The way is bliss. But I mean, that's such an onion, a layered thing to say. Because sometimes things that make you happy really, really, really fucking hurt other people. You know what I'm saying? For example, if there is 2 parents and a bunch of kids, and one parent, their joy is to be off by themselves, well, that really hurts your children. Because you need to be there. And if you're not finding bliss and happiness with your family, the fuck is that all about? I don't even know why I'm talking about that, but it's relevant, I think. So what does that mean? Like, How do you weigh responsibility versus bliss? And why is it that you would have responsibilities that don't bring you bliss? I just went down a rabbit hole. I'm not sure I appreciate going down. So I'm like, yeah, follow your bliss. Do whatever makes you happy. Also, don't abandon people. What do we have as far as actions for this time frame? King of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Swords. Nine of Swords, Ten of Cups, Page of Wands. So I think that what this is you have a masculine here, King of Pentacles, who is considering what bliss is. If that's the way, what is bliss? What does that feel like? And they have Ace of Pentacles and Ace of Swords. It is it feels like they don't want anyone else to sit at their table. This masculine. But it's like, here's their table with all of their people and all of their things, and everybody's drinking out of the horns, and it's wonderful. But here's the King of Pentacles sitting way over here. He doesn't want anyone else to sit at his table, but it's like he maybe doesn't want to either. There's a message here. The Fool. Queen of Cups. Ace of Cups. You have 3 of the 4 aces. And it feels like this person, okay, did go a Viking. They did. They tried to follow their bliss. They did all of that. But it's almost like mistaken bliss. Have you ever, there was something I read somewhere about the 9 rules of life, or the 9 rules of getting a body. Like, you're going to get a body. It might be sick. It might not. You are going to have all kinds of experiences. But one of the things that I remember was it saying, there is not better than here. Because once you get there, it becomes here and you look for another there. Meaning, every new instance or every new path that you might take has its own set of problems. It might look totally different, but it could be better problems or worse problems or just problems in general. But every path that you take has its own set of obstacles. And then they look back, like, it's almost like, what have I done here? I don't want anyone else to sit at my table. Meaning, I don't want anyone to take my place. Meaning, I want to decide who sits at the table. And then I cracked open the deck, and you have Queen of Pentacles. Eight of Wands. But this is like, I feel like this is a huge deal for this masculine. Because they thought that they were following their bliss. And then when they got it, they were like, well, this is not at all what I thought it was going to be like. What did it wind up being like? Doubt. Anxiety. It's like I want to say something like they didn't know your worth, or they didn't see your worth, or they couldn't understand your value because they were trying to follow the bliss, meaning things that make them happy. And they did all this stuff to go and be where they thought they were happy. And then they wake up and they're like, this is not any better than what I had. This is a very, very hard grass is not greener moment. And this Queen of Pentacles is always on their mind. Always, 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 always. And that says something too. Like if I'm following my bliss, but something in the back of my mind is going, don't forget about me. Don't forget about me. Don't forget about me. It's like a voice in the background. And it's like they turn around and they're like confused. Like if that's not my bliss and what makes me happy, then why do I miss it so much? And I think the reason is because this particular masculine thinks that they can find happiness through other people and through other places and through other experiences, wherein the happiness is an inner thing. We talked about this this morning on moons, about the happiness molecule. and that it technically is a choice. I mean, not always. What suits me? And it's like, it's almost too late because while they were out a Viking, not realizing, it's almost like somebody who like sets expectations. It's like in their mind they fantasize this life and then they attach a person to it. This masculine does this and then goes for it and then realizes that it's not any different. Like people are behave the same, situations are the same, things are what they are. Why am I not happy? I'm supposed to be following happy. And it's not like you good. Oh, my eyeliner. Thank you. Yeah, it's green. It makes my eyes stand out. Core house, the letter, the cross, swans. Somebody may have done something really shitty. This King of Pentacles may have done something really, really, really shitty. Like if this Queen of Pentacles needed him for any reason, you know, sometimes you just need a partner, like you physically need a partner. This King of Pentacles was like, that's not going to make me happy if I go and take care of this person. So they decided to not go do that. And to go and do something that made them more happy or was whatever. So it's very selfish. This is very, 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 very selfish energy. And they're having some kind of wake-up call, like, the fuck did I do? It's anxiety. They're like riddled with anxiety now. So tell me about the page. Abundance, tornado, return, going within, swans, house, hearth, home, the bear, Third person. I think you're supposed to have a baby with this person. Who is the King of Pentacles? Can we get a idea of who they are or what they look like or something? They're a past life person and they've been making you wait and you're going to talk to them today. Your job with this person is to break a generational curse. They could have Leo in their chart and everything they say is a bag full of lies. And you probably know that. Oof is right. So it's just very selfish energy. What's funny is that I'm like, okay, well, our job is to follow Radho, which is to follow your bliss. But I think that in following your bliss, you need to be a selfless person. Like, it should not make you happy to run out and do things that make you happy whilst hurting other people. And withholding time and energy from people you're in a relationship or family with is awful. It's awful. It's selfish behavior. So while I'm not saying that you shouldn't have time alone, I'm saying that whatever this person has done is very selfish. It feels careless even. Like what I was saying before, like they don't want anyone else to sit at their table. Well, the table was broken and they just left it to wither, probably to make the Queen of Pentacles clean it up. And now they want to, Ace of Cups and the Fool. What is the advice about that? Oh, this is happening today. I feel like today is relevant. Flip the desk. You could be listening to music. And you could be thinking about this person, like, why are they making me wait? Maybe there was a change with this person around Lionsgate. It's the soulmate of yours for sure. And they want to eat. They're like, they call up, like, please don't smite me, but can I have some of that fucking yummy ass Thanksgiving dinner that you make? Even though I totally left you in a gutter. It feels like they did. Whatever this feminine needed, it doesn't really matter how mundane it is. It feels like for whatever reason, the feminine needed this masculine to be a masculine and to come and take charge and play the role that they took on. It's like a person took on the role as the emperor, but won't do emperor things and still expects to come forward in tarot as an emperor, and they don't. They come forward as pages and the King of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles is only because they probably have money and they sit still. I don't know what to say because it feels selfish. Extremely, extremely, extremely selfish. Like when you needed them, they were nowhere to be found. But on a holiday, when you got dinner cooking, then they're like, hey, can I come partake in your festivities and your food that you paid for and eat most of it and then make you clean up after me? I don't know whose energy this is, but I kind of want to punch this dude in the dick. Do we have advice for what to do about this person? True love. I want to say pause with this person because when the new moon comes, which is Friday night, tomorrow night, maybe it's Saturday night. It's soon. That you are going to be greeted with something better. I don't know what the advice is to this other than you know who they are and you know how they are. The fact that they're coming forward as a tool probably should not surprise you. It feels like they always come forward as a tool. All right. Very, 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 very selfish energy. It makes me like, yuck. There's nothing worse than somebody who's fucking selfish. You know what I'm saying? There's one thing where you keep what you need. You know what I mean? Where if you got somebody who's asking to bum money all the time and you're like, okay, well, probably not anymore. But this is someone who's selfish with their time. And like I was saying before, is they want to play emperor. They want to be seen as emperor with his family or whatever, but they won't do emperor things. And they're confused about why there's a misfire. Damn. See what I'm saying? It's like they're confused. They don't want to give up certain things. They're selfish. I was trying to see what the other good thing was, but they came back out being super selfish. Like, okay, well, if you need me to play emperor, I'll play emperor, but I'm not giving up my fucking girlfriend. No. I think your best advice here when it comes to the selfish person is to stay single from them because you know how they are. You know it beyond all reasonable doubt. It's sword in the stone shit. I don't know. I don't like the energy. Can we remove that? Why did I say there was something else? Oh, because if you... Okay, so let's put this one away. Because that's the energy for that. But I think that before we come back for another way, you're going to run into another person. So show me about that one. Sunstone. The Sunstone trust. Even if a situation seems opaque and unknowable, trust that you will find a way. Look past the illusion, discover the facts, seek clarity, and find a different perspective. Your Sunstone. So I was asking specifically about that other person or other situation in the background that will be waiting for you if you can get this one to get off of you, right? Explain to me what happens with that person during this time frame. And the time frame is until we do another way. I've been trying to get to him every week, at least once a week. What happens with this other person here? Ace of Cups, they love you. They already love you. The Sun. But they're in their head over it. That's probably why it takes so long. That's also probably why the advice is to just let it be. Four of Cups, 10 of Cups, 6 of Cups. That's my point. King of Wands. This one, who probably has fire in their chart, and you might be confused about them because you feel some kind of deep soul bond with. You probably have telepathy with this person. I think this is the one you're supposed to have a baby with. I keep seeing it. And I just feel like it's not time yet, but this is a call for you to trust. And maybe they do something during this time frame to solidify that trust so that you know that they're always going to be around. They could probably just show up and say something. Four of Wands, Ace of Wands. Two of Cups, Three of Cups, the Moon. I think that maybe you don't realize just exactly how, maybe you think that the connection's only deep on your side. Maybe you think horrible shit. See, Six of Cups. Whenever this person like goes by where you are and sees you with your past, it absolutely makes their blood boil. They can't stand it. Emperor, King of Cups, King of Coin. I feel like this masculine is riding, like it's like three dudes, like two brothers and their dad are out and about doing whatever they're doing, and it feels like they do see something that they don't like. They think it's too late. And I think that that's what makes them act. I keep being like, you just need to trust in the situation, because they're going to do something to re-solidify the foundation. And I think the reason they have to do that is because they think that you are moving on. And they don't like, it makes them really, really, really uncomfortable to think that you are gone. So Nine of Wands, Nine of Cups. They could have some liquid courage. This person unblocks you. To do this. Ace of Pentacles. Six of Heavies, Six of Cups. And they want to find out what's going on. You're like, why? Do you want to know? They're like, they're not going to tell you why. And the reason is because they think that they're missing out. And so they're like, you want to come over. You want to reciprocate. If you tell them no, they're going to be fucking destroyed. Who is this? Can we get an indication for who this one is? They could be a Pisces or have Pisces in their chart. Could be raining or snowing out. Scorpio. They're sad. They don't want you to bite their head off. But it's a yes. This person could be bald. They could have Cancer in their chart. This person made you wait. The The other thing this person likes about you is that you don't let them have their way. I mean, sometimes you do, but I don't think you always do. I think that them reaching out to re-solidify this really, really, really shocks you because maybe you didn't realize that they felt the same way. Ace of Wands and the Lovers. I mean, it's like they basically initiate. And do you go? Of course. Probably because you know that they're going to be upset if you don't. And you have a nice time. What do you guys do on your little outing? I don't think it's an outing. I think it's an inning. I'm not fucking going anywhere. I can't walk. Yeah, you're like stuck. There might be a fire, and I don't mean that in a bad way. Like they could be a firefighter and there's a call and you sit in the car while they go put the fire out. Because it looks like they have a helmet on. They're a King of Swords. Star, they could be Aquarius. There's something that's done publicly here that is what re-solidifies it. It could be that. They could just take you with them in front of all their buddies and you're all, hi, it's me. No problem, it's me, what's up? And nobody says a word because they're the emperor. You don't question the fucking emperor. When you do wind up hanging out with that person, you are treated very, very, very well. And they need you. Why do we have Seven of Swords here? Because they, out loud, you would never know. This person likes the idea of them going out and doing their Viking things, knowing that you're going to be sitting at home, all sexy like, for when they're done. Ace of Pentacles. That satisfies them. And I think you go for it. You're going to miss out on that. If you fall for the one that's really, 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 really selfish, that lets you down, like when you need them, they are not there. They are not there for you. They never have been. They're not suddenly going to start, right? But I think they're comfortable because they've been on a revolving door around your life for a while, and you might not have it in you to fight. But if you don't push away the selfish one, the good one's not going to come in. Or yes, they will. Yes, they will. Especially since something's going on with them right now that is not okay. And I fucking need you now tonight. I fucking need you more than ever. All right, anything else for the way? Sunstone is trust, okay? And Raidho is follow the bliss. The Sun, King of Wands, and the World. This one that's taking real action and treating you well, that is a big deal. I'm like, how are you going to be leaving this time frame? And it's the Sun. Sun's great energy. Hi, Colby. This one, Rosie sent me this. We have a whole Viking stash now. And then once I get good at them, I've got the runes in lapis lazuli. I don't know if you can see that. So, all right. I need to go in there and do the basting. Okay. I'll be back in a little while. Happy holidays for everybody. I love you so much. If you like the cards that I use, oh, no, the Oracle, this one, and the deck that I made for all of us, which has this back, those are for sale. I'm putting in the new print order on Tuesday morning, and there's a discount code, Dharma10, and you'll get 10% off anything you buy at dharmajane.com just for the weekend. But I'm taking them. They're not going to be for sale after Monday night at midnight. So if you want the decks, you need to get them now. You can get one or both, or you can get the Raven Starter Pack, where I will open your decks and sage them and do a little reading with them, and I'm gonna write it out, and then you get a couple of little trinkets. I've got selenite, which is this. I've got Palo Santo, which is that. There's a black stone in there, which is, I think, jet. Some people have jet, some people have onyx. And I ran out of sage, so I replaced the sage with frankincense. So it's a whole little packet of goodies. All right, I'm shoving the boxes full. I didn't think I was going to get them that full. They're full. I had to tape them closed. Listen, not a big corporation. It's just me, and I have just now recently in the past like 5 years stopped like stapling Christmas presents together. So if you're expecting some kind of like high class wrapping, it's not going to come like that. So anyway, go check it out. It's over there, dharmajane.com. And those are for sale. I've got readings open for the next couple of weeks. If you want a reading, it says a half an hour. It's not a half an hour. It takes longer than a half an hour to do a real reading. So disregard the time frame. And I will be back on in a little while for something else. All right. I love you guys so much. And until next time, have a good one.